Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Time to bring the bass dirt. Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She won't bring the lines in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often.
I guess I'll go to all white.
She gave me the that's the faucet. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game in the vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm time to bring the bass dirt.
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
The hell?
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Posse, and Dave win. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
When we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's close in the counter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep it flow. But can you rock it like rockets?
Damn, they did.
Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's close in the counter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, keep it flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's close in the counter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more peso. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed guard.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, She wanted like me cause that like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more. Tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number.
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. We're ready. Check 56. It's our time. Anyone?
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
What's the run? They're running it.
Here's 2nd and 8. This is the tight end, Njoku. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Come on.
He may try and run for this. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now this time he'll look to throw. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Watch it divide. Come on, D.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It has.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Go tonight. 20. Let's go. 2 times. 3 out.
They'll run on first down. It's Price, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 4.
From the gun, here's Goff. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38.
Check. Louis.
Now gone. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Push him back. Check 3. He's checking.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Got him
Damn,
in
my
as well.
bad.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff, he's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Tonight, 180. It's just me and you.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now third and goal. Now it's gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Chubb. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Check it back. Check it back. Hey, turn it up.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Goff. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Goff. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, D, let's go. Now let's get there.
Out of the gun. Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Price. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 13, check 13.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down. On first down, Price. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I can just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Bandit. Kill. Back.
Goff now to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And they'll get this down to the 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go, 180. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
On 1st down, gone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Goff throwing again. The quick slant caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. On 1st down, it's gone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
10. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, what's the ball? Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Here we go.
There's gone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off.
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this to Eckler. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check safety, check safety.
He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Jim. 55, go. Come on. You better bring it. Mike 55, Mike 55. 2-6. Coming to you. Mike 55. Check 55.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
57. Mike, 57. It's out time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Price. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is block on a big-time running play and create extra space. You've got to hit the jackpot there.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 24.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Gone. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 2nd down now, it's Price. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Show it up. Show it up. Check 24. Check 24.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. It's caught by OBJ. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go, baby.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this one complete to Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day.
Back to throw. He's going to air one out. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
So we got man. Check. Check 15. 2 up. Hey, alert 3. 3. 3-2 jump ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Price. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They're going to look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Second and 2. It's caught. Smith. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd and 1. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man, pick that shit off!
Wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run. Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll run with Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
Come on, let's go!
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Price. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun. Gone. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Like 20. 51. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 1st down, it's Price. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Price. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
We got this.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. zone. 49ers. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He'll drop to throw. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We go to the 180. Hey, 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 hey.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort